Once again, I welcome Americans to this program, Nigerians to this program, the lovers of the world, the international lovers of the world. Then we also want to express our gratitude to interplanetary relationship between Earth and other planets. We have so much more to achieve by the intersection of other planets to the development of the world. That is why here I want to say that science has made us to know that we have a solar system, and there are so many solar systems that make up a galaxy, and so many galaxies make up a universe. So you see that people of Earth, they have so much to learn. So this is why I try to bring this idea. What Ballard has made us to learn, that it appears the world has not even been initiated into this background, that we are not alone, that Earth is not alone. So look at it. The physical man is always expressing itself in the scientific background. And for whatever we do, we try to show the game of butter and bread. So what I'm trying to say is that at one point in time, scientists told us that there was exploration of space. Flash your mind back to the time of Yuri Gagarin of Soviet Union. We were told in history and science that he circumnavigated either the moon or the sun. Yet they want to investigate the outer space in order to achieve something on butter and bread, where it didn't go too far. Then America took it over from there. In time of Soviet Union, it was cosmonauts. But this time in America, they regarded the word astronauts. So in order for us to go straight to the point, I want to mention Michael Collins, Edwin Aldrin, Neil Armstrong. These were the three gentlemen developed by Americans and went into space and landed on the moon. And on their landing, they shouted, "The eagle has landed," to tell you the value of the American people to the earth. So what I'm saying is that a set of people moved there. Even Africans at that time, we already prepared that by now, because some years ago now, interplanetary holidays may have started. So our bourgeois were already preparing funds, saving funds, to be part of the first trip to the moon that will be developed by America. See, what I'm saying is, you can see that there is so much that Bala has come out with. Now, today, the idea of that spacewalk has been kept in the cooler. Why? It did not meet up with God's spiritual growth. So by that I'm saying, look at what has happened on Earth. There's a particular triangle, Bermuda Triangle, in the Atlantic Ocean. Till today, science discovered it, but have not been have not been able to unfold why it's impenetrable, why no person dare enter there. Whereas Bala, in consultation with the higher personalities, Jesus Christ, Saint Germain, host of others that I mentioned elsewhere, they have introduced him to the fact that there are dwellers in the center of our earth. For example, Bale is in charge of communication at the center of the earth. So these people communicate with us on earth. But because of our spiritual development, we have not been able to come in contact with these greater personalities who will teach us more about the upliftment of our physical earth. He has also unveiled to us that the planet Venus has ascended. This planet Venus is under our solar system. This is our sun. Meanwhile, there are great personalities that visit Earth. Why? Because of the progress of Earth. So that Earth will be uplifted. Just like I told you before, that the phone telepathy was sorcery in those days, was magic. But today it's not magic. So I'm trying to say that we ought to develop that we can have direct communication with Venus, with the people at the center of the earth who are matured, who are spiritually developed. You see, my brother. So is it not really good that we must, Americans themselves, Nigerians, the Indians, the Chinese, the British, the Europe as a whole, is it not good that we look at that I am activity, Saint Germain Foundation, Chicago, and send individuals to learn and learn and learn how we can arrive? Though we use physical being, yet we can see this individual face to face. So when I shall talk about our neighbors, you will see how in Nigeria here we have been able to meet with some of these invisible personalities. So why is the world still where we are? Lack of knowledge. But Ballard has unveiled to us that these places exist. Science, first of all, came out with it. That we have some planets, not less than 10 planets around our solar system. And like I said, you see how many planets make one solar system. And so how many solar systems make up a galaxy. And so on and so forth. So what I'm trying to say is that I want to appeal to Nigerians. Don't imitate Americans if they want to remain sluggish, because they have the better right of this activity right here in Chicago. Let us hope they are working on themselves. Nigerians must also wake up and work on themselves and study and study what this activity has in store. Because if we can make contact with Venus, who are developed and are craving for the victory of Earth, then Nigeria must study and study. Because we have been repeating, for lack of knowledge, my people perish. The world is advancing. Those people become laggards. When the earth tips, they be pushed into the gutter of existence. Why the earth will advance? Then it will not be our fault. We are blowing the trumpet so that earth people will appreciate that they are a bit sluggish. That God does not wait for laggards. We must be up and doing, Nigerians, because we are seeing Nigeria has been given an opportunity to also lead in this world. So I'm suggesting to all Nigerians, please let us wake up, identify with this great group, study and study them. Because when you imitate what is good, you become great and become good. So that is what I'm trying to say. That the I am activity, St. Germain Foundation, Chicago, Illinois, is an important location, though. It's an important place to visit. When you visit them, the taste of the pudding, like I used to say, is in the eating. You will be a master of yourself. You'll be a master of circumstance. You will be one of those to impose greatness on Nigeria, which is our ultimate goal. Then Nigerians, the Indians are already developed. Meanwhile, they still need to understand this great group that developed in America in order to make more master of what they already know. Because in India, every child is given the training we are talking about. That there's no Indian man who can say he's a novice. Maybe so in China. Even Lebanon has some study from what I've learned. You see, so it is for you and me to have that desire, that willingness to, to come to the surface. Buy this idea from Godfrey, Ballard, Guy W. Ballard, and Edna Ballard. Let us unveil, let us unearth what they have for us as a great knowledge to empower us, impel us forward, that we can never be left behind. So that is why I say, look, it is with emphasis I blow the trumpet of the IM activity, because I have studied and applied it and saw things for myself. So I also desire you, my beloved brothers and sisters, look at them. Look at them. You must work hard before you can attain greatness. So that's about what I'm trying to say about interrelationship. If Venus can come and assist us, people, the Pele, the master Pele inside the earth can be coming to the surface to give us assistance. Why should we not be able to assist the others? When you look at when you look upwards, you see many stars. What are they? So it's very encouraging that a man like Ballard was developed by the great ones, ascended host of light, to unearth some of these things to us, that we may also wake up and be part of this system of worlds. So that is exactly